And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. How are you today on a Friday?
I'm good. I'm so glad it's Friday, though. End of the week.
Is the eagle flying today? Is it a good day for money?
I don't know. I mean, I'm steady today, so I don't know. Let's see.
How much of it are you going to have to get shed of as you go Christmas shopping?
What? Like
money.
Oh. Look, I don't know.
No,
I get an anxiety attack every time I think about Christmas.
Do y'all budget what you're going to spend, or you just go out and go, oh, yeah, I got to have that?
Well, this year I said, my kids are older. The older ones, they just want money. So set aside a certain amount for each one,
Yeah.
and then they'll each have one thing under the tree to open because I like to have something under the tree to open. And that's about, I mean, really, I guess we kind of, do know what we're going to spend as far as the money, cash thing goes.
Right.
But the other, you just don't ever know.
It just got to happen.
Yeah.
I have no clue what to get Angie Ray. I mean, none whatsoever.
Really?
I don't know where to begin. I mean, I've done all the good things, heaters, a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
There's really nothing left.
A vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, we done an episode of that on Secrets of the South of what you get spouses and but it was practically really good gifts.
Well, it is good. I mean, a lot of times, we what about one of those little vacs that go by itself?
She already got one of them.
You got one of those? Okay.
A couple years ago, I expanded and went out on my horizons and got that.
I don't think one of those would survive at my house. It'd be sucked up a Lego or ran
no.
over a crayon.
It backs up from it.
Oh,
It'll go
really?
up to it,
Oh.
and if it doesn't know what it is, and backs up and goes around it.
Oh. Well, it'd probably get confused and go, well, this way, this way, this way. I'm just going back to the doll. Forget this.
I wanted to bring this up because I've had a few people saying that they're not getting their notifications when go live or whatnot. Check yours and go up, and you have to go into your edit bar and then list it to show the notifications. Turn them on, make sure, because I am not so certain that Facebook didn't wipe them all out.
Yeah, I've had people too tell me the same thing, that they were getting notifications when we went live, or they were getting notifications that there was a video posted, and they said, we're not getting them anymore. And so, yeah, that concerns us. So we want you to watch and be informed.
Yeah, so check yours out. Make sure that is working on your end, because I'm not so sure that it's all right at this point.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a quick look at weather this morning of a few things going on.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, let's go over to radar and take a look at what we've got going on. Now, we're going to have a bunch of fog this morning.
It is a lot of fog.
And that'll be at least through, it's 20 minutes to 9 now, but it's going to linger a little bit longer than that. All the way from Meridian, here we are at Meridian. This is all the way south to the coast and over to most of Mississippi, almost to the state line. A bunch of rain out here in Arkansas. We're not going to get that. That's what we're going to get tonight into tomorrow, but it'll end about 8 o'clock in the morning, so your Saturday is not wasted.
Oh, well, good. That's
So
really
not
good.
bad at all. But look up here now. If you get into this, all this snow from Denver, Colorado to Nebraska, all through here, look at all this snow everybody is getting. And I wanted to show this because it's not shown often. This is up in Nebraska right here. Let me switch to where you can see this a little bit better here. Internet, right. Browser. Yeah, you can see it better there. This is in Nebraska. This was a guy pulling an 18, like a camper.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That is a camper.
Yeah, that is a camper. That's scary, too. That has got to be scary when you lose control from snow and that thing starts because
Yeah.
the campers are lightweight. I was wondering why it didn't turn the truck over, but the campers are usually pretty lightweight, some of them. Now,
Yeah.
some are really heavy, but something like that is it's scary.
Once it starts swaying, there's really no way to stop it.
Yeah, like people go, if you're going to the mountains or something camping, taking a camper up in the mountains too, and it's snowy, y'all be careful.
I have never would I want to pull a camper, because coming down some of those hills in a regular car,
Oh, yeah.
we've all been there, they start smoking just
Oh,
from.
yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been up in the mountains, but I was a nervous wreck because it's like when you're riding up on those roads around the mountain, it's no railing.
Yeah.
And one little move and you'd be gone.
But look at these interstates. Can you imagine driving in this every day?
No, I would not want to drive in that every day. It's pretty.
It
really
is.
pretty to look at.
And good and well that bridge is slick. So all that's in Nebraska today as we look at what's going on with weather. So be careful out there. Our weather is not anywhere near like that. It's great stuff for us today. And as we get to a high, I think it's going to be 68 later on today. Tonight we'll get a 40% chance of rain, but that gust comes back in again. 20-mile-an-hour gusts, so your dogs and pets, think about them. 56 for low, not bad. And the rain should end by about 8 in the morning. And 70 tomorrow. It'd be like a summer day tomorrow.
It will. I'll have to remember to dress accordingly.
So what does that tell us
So
about
burn up.
deer hunting tomorrow?
I don't know.
70-degree weather.
Yeah, I don't know. They might be. They might be moving, but I don't know.
I don't think much is going to happen.
But really, if you are getting on the roads this morning, be extra careful because the visibility is not very good at all right in front of your vehicle. I mean, you know, it's very thick fog.
Now, I hadn't left the yard today other than watching Sophie disappear into the... How is it on the roads out there? Can you see very far?
You can't. That's what I was saying. The visibility is probably like 20 feet in front of your car, if even that much. But I was thinking it would be patchy. It was constant fog from all the way up at my house in Martin to Meridian. So just be extra careful.
Yeah, absolutely out there. We want you to get there in one piece. And I brought this up earlier. When you go to cross, like either it's 39 or Highway 45, trying to go from one to that middle to turn, don't take any chances. Wait.
Right.
It's not worth it.
And especially if you have to cross any railroad tracks. I mean, you stop and look 3 times, you know.
Well, as we get ready for New Year's, which is not going to be far off from now, the Red Fireworks Barn is open. We've been talking about fireworks, and they're open daily now through January the 2nd. They got the largest fireworks selection around. They're the biggest retailer in East Mississippi and West Central Alabama. You'll find them on the right after you go through the intersection there where Southeast High School is, where the new red light is.
Yes.
Can't miss them there. And they've got so much to choose from. If you're into bottle rockets, they've got that. Up to the big boys, the artillery shells, and all of this stuff here inside the store that you can walk through, browse. A friendly staff that's going to show you exactly what you want. If anybody knows Charlie graduated from Northeast umpteen dozen years ago with me, and got a great business there taking care of you with fireworks. Go see him. Let him show you around. The Iron Maiden, I don't know what that does, but boy.
Fireworks have come a long way.
They sure have.
I mean, you know, you can get stuff now that looks like you're at a show. I mean, really, we did like fireworks 4th of July at some people's houses, and I mean, it was just like a show. The stuff that they bought, it was really nice. So
go by and see them. They'll walk you through. Tell them what you're after, what you want up in the air, and they'll find the exact one for you. And of course, TVs to show you exactly what the fireworks do inside, so you'll know what you're buying. The Red Fireworks Barn. See them today. Again, that's Highway 19 South. You'll see them on the right-hand side of the road. Drop in and see them today, and, they'll take care of you.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. As we begin our day, I wanted to bring this up. This stuff like this kind of gets under my crawl, so to speak. This is a story from Odessa, Texas, and I know there's a lot of folks here that work in the oil and gas industry.
Yes.
Their husbands, spouses. It could be moms. I've seen a bunch of women work in that. But this is a company, and let me show you from CBS 7, North Face, the jacket company. They were going to buy their employees jackets, and I think they've got 110 employees, and their order was turned down by denied.
The oil company was going to buy jackets, right?
Yeah, I may have said that wrong.
Yeah.
And they were turned down by North Face because they said they didn't meet their business, I forget what the word is, but basically because they were in the gas and oil industry, they didn't support that. Now, is that any way to be?
No, it's not. When you run a business, I mean, you have to be neutral, I would think. If you're selling to the public includes everyone, okay?
There it is right there. It says this, they were told they did not meet their brand standards because they're in the oil and gas industry. And they just wanted jackets with their logo on it from North Face.
Right.
That's not right.
That's wrong. And I'm sure these North Face people drive vehicles. You know, you have to put gas and oil.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, it's just, people are getting really ridiculous. And,
I just don't know what to think about it. It's unreal.
Well, to me, when it's only a matter of time when people start doing that, they are cutting their own throat. They are.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, because they're going to need some. I mean, a lot of people will start turning their back on them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, to
because
stop buying those products, it does get attention.
And you know, I just want to mention because there's a lot of people in the oil and the people who work offshore in the oil industry who have lost their jobs.
Oh yeah.
You know, I know there's companies who have sold out to other companies and they didn't get picked back up. The guys. I have a friend that her husband has lost his job and they're basically going to have to kind of start. You know, over. I mean, because he's not working there. Remember these people because it's the holiday season. I mean,
That's
everybody,
correct.
you know, everybody's not having a perfect life right now. You
And
know?
the unknown is what's going to happen after January. You know, because
Yeah.
you know what did Biden say during that debate? You know, he wanted to shut it down.
Oh yeah, and I'm talking about. I mean, the fracking stuff that'll be jobs because he said they were against it, then he said they were for it. So you don't really know what's going to happen. And these are industries that support this country. You know.
That's right.
So people like these companies that are turning their back on them, they're cutting their own throat. It's just a matter of time.
It is. So y'all pay attention and watch those products
Nope.
that jump out there and run down what you
Right.
do for a living.
Nobody's irreplaceable.
Oh, no,
So-
you're not.
You know, be good to people.
I wanted to bring this up. I hadn't heard this the name of this town since Loretta Lynn wrote a song about it here in Topeka. We want to say good morning to Mindy. She's watching this morning from Topeka, Kansas.
Yes.
That's a long way off there. So Miss Gail's out there. Martis is out there this morning. Linda Jane, how are you? Ooh, in DeKalb, Mississippi. Teresa Hill. Teresa,
We
what's she
appreciate
doing?
all y'all watching. If we don't mention you, it's just we hadn't seen it. But we appreciate all of you watching us.
Yeah, I'm the slow one of the bunch here, y'all. There is no doubt about it.
I would beg to differ. This morning I was running so behind. So
Well, I wanted to bring this up also because we've done stories about this in other cities, but now this is knocking on Meridian's door. Twin States News, which is the CBS and all the affiliates up on the hill there, they did a story on their news of a package being stolen. Let me flip over here and pull this up here. This is Susan Ross's home, had some packages delivered to it, and this gentleman come and helped himself to it. There's a picture of him that was shared on Facebook and several other sites, and he was nabbed. But this is the first case of it that I've heard in the Meridian area of people stealing packages from front doors.
yeah, I don't know why people want to do this. I mean,
Well, it's free. They don't have to
I mean,
work.
I understand that, but look, if you're going to be a criminal, you're going to steal something. I mean,
Still smart. Is that what you're trying to say?
well, I'm not saying steal at all, but who would wear a fluorescent orange shirt and park in the driveway? I mean, that's
it's
just
not
kinda,
good thinking.
You know,
Maybe you need to get a little union together for all of them, whole little class. Say, look, if you're going to do this,
look,
come to my
no,
class.
I'm like, look, in this day and time, you're brave to do this because just because you think somebody's not home, don't mean they're not.
Oh, that's right.
And just because you think you're safe stealing something, you're not. Because there's a lot of people packing, okay?
A lot of people pack. And
A lot of people have a gun, and you're just risking your life even going to get a package from somebody's door.
And there's a camera almost everywhere now.
Yes. So,
And
it's not
people,
real
you
smart.
get a notification on your phone if something walks in front of, like a dog walks in front of your front door around your house. It'll go, hey, something activity.
Yeah. A lot of people have that now, and it's smart to have it.
It
I mean,
is.
my mother, they got a camera on every corner of that house. I mean, they got a TV screen watching every one of them.
You ain't
know, so-
sneaking in, are you?
No, ain't nobody sneaking in down
As a
there.
kid, that would have been bad trying to sneak out of the house after everybody went to bed. Busted.
Yeah.
Technology, where it takes you.
So, I know.
Well, as we turn to Christmas parades, what we've got left, Stonewall the 19th and Enterprise the 19th. Then also, we've brought this up several times, it's going to be Saturday, Piggly Wiggly, big parking lot there in downtown Collinsville. Hope you'll come out and see Joe and all them. And let's see here, as we move into news stories, Brenda Lee, 76 today.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Yeah, hers is the best version of that.
Yeah, I know. I love that song. That's one of those you can turn on and just dance in the living room.
Rockin'. And she was young when she done that, wasn't she?
I know. Yeah, I mean, she looks very young there, so I don't know.
She started at age 13, if I remember right, a cameo appearance somewhere, and it went from there. And I think she was even on Dick Clark back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, I love to turn Christmas music on there, and that was one of our favorite ones. You get, turn that on. My little one, my 6-year-old, he loves to sing, and we'll
What's his-
sing stuff. And I mentioned the other day I love the song "Mary, Did You Know."
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I
What's
love
her,
that's my favorite.
Kathy Mattea done a great version of that. Remember
Oh, really?
18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses?
Yeah,
That
I
woman.
do remember. But my son loves to sing that song, and it has been stuck in my head all week.
Mary, did you know?
Yes. I mean, every spare moment of the day, that song is going through my head. I love it, though. It's a beautiful song. But he sings it all the time.
I keep humming that Eagles song because we brought it up the other day. Please come home for Christmas.
Look, and he was singing it yesterday, the Mary, Did You Know song.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of like Bob Dylan singing. I thought about Scotty Ray when we were talking about Bob Dylan the other day, his singing skills.
It was awful. But
Well,
he was, for whatever reason, those folk people just really loved Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he's different singing for sure. I mean, he's got a different voice.
So do you remember
Sets him
Sam
aside.
Cooke? Do you remember him?
Yes.
What was your favorite Sam Cooke song?
You know, I had a Sam Cooke, like the cassette tape. Because
Yeah.
what was some of the stuff that he sung? Because I mean, I know I used to play it all the time. My memory I think is going.
Let's see.
Like,
Sam did the Chain Gang.
oh yeah.
He also did, what was that?
What there was a
It's
love
a
song.
Saturday night.
I know, but there was some kind of love song that he did.
Oh, he done a bunch.
Yeah.
And there's some big ones. I'll have to look that up in a second.
But I had a tape. The tape.
The tape of Sam Cooke.
Yeah, I did.
I'm telling you, Sam had a bunch, but he was killed on this date in '64 in Los Angeles. Now, it was some sneaky stuff that went on with it. It was speculated that a woman most likely done it, stabbed him, if I remember right.
He done messed with the wrong lady.
It did.
Goodness.
She said you need to look up the Todd Tillman's version of
Oh, okay.
Mary, Did You Know? I didn't know he done that.
Good
Coming in-
morning, Scott. That's my cousin, Scott Espy. They're in Tampa, Florida. They moved down there.
Hey.
Miss y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah, look at that. And then that was Sandy telling us from Scuba, Mississippi there.
All right.
Gail says she's got a camera with 3 mean dogs on it.
Don't be stealing from her house, okay?
Ooh, she's a mess there. Well, as we go back to, but Sam Cooke, I'm trying to remember some of his big songs, and I'm blank for whatever reason.
I
can't-
go blank every time you ask me stuff. Put me on the spot, and I can't think of anything.
Google Sam Cooke on your phone, so I'll
Okay,
just know
I'm
this.
gonna be looking up while Scotty Ray's
Because I
talking
am
about the
blind,
next
I'd
thing.
never be able to look that up. Well, this is going on today. Clark County, you are now well under it. They go under a mask mandate today. So make sure that you got your mask if you go into a business anywhere in the equipment area. And I guess that goes everywhere down through there. If you get down to Stonewall and Enterprise, those areas as well. So that's the courthouse. Make sure you got yours on this morning as you go about.
Okay, the song "You Send Me,"
Oh, yeah, you see.
darling, you.
That was what you were talking about.
Yes, that is it. It's a love song.
What else we got by Sam
Let's
that was
see.
big?
Okay, what we got? Cupid,
Yeah, Cupid.
Another Saturday Night.
Yeah, I remembered that one.
Having a Party.
Yeah,
Everybody Likes to Cha Cha. I don't know about that
I
one.
remember it.
I'll Come Running Back to You.
Don't know that one.
Good Times.
No, don't know it either.
Okay.
But Sam done a bunch of others. I got him
Yeah.
on one of my phones.
Lots of them. Goodness. I didn't realize he had this many. Tennessee Waltz.
And he was a great singer. He truly was.
Yeah.
So,
Unchained Melody.
didn't know that he done that one either.
I didn't either.
It was what the Righteous Brothers that made that real huge, wasn't it? That and then they made the bowl there on, was it Ghost that they used that?
Oh yeah, the pottery.
Yeah.
Where that was like a scene that a lot of people remake.
They make fun of that all the time.
I can't think of that being just a real
Sexy
romantic type.
moment.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Trying to think. Yeah, they wouldn't do it, getting that. Yeah, that ain't my kind of thing. Well, we have to say congrats to Deputy Samuel Upchurch, who won the association's Deputy of the Year for 2020. That's a pretty big deal right here from Lauderdale County.
Yes.
So congratulations to him for winning that. Sure, it's a lot of hours put into that. Well, it looks like Mississippi yet again has made national headlines. Can you take a guess?
I mean, really, okay, you're going to have a Christmas party.
Yeah. One-term
And-
Tate has made he tells us through distance, puts in all this stuff, and then they throw the big party up at the mansion. So, and this is from dailymail.com is where this was the headline. And I just took a snippet of it and put it up here in case you wanted to read the story yourself. But good old Mississippi making it. I'm glad he represented us so well
That's
there.
about like when he didn't wear the mask when they went to the big
Yeah.
thing and had it posted and everything with he and his wife not having their mask on. But I don't know, people.
With
Come on.
all politicians, they say one thing and then go do another.
Right, we're supposed to live by another standard,
Yeah.
okay, than everybody else, I guess. I don't understand it.
We don't all agree with it, now do we?
No, and that's what makes people like upset. I mean, that's what gets us upset. And I mean, because we got a lot at stake. You know, people that's trying to work, send the kids to school, you know, just function, and you Christmas partying it down. So, okay.
Ooh. As we move to our next story here, and this is going to be a case nationwide if this continues. Minneapolis did go ahead and cut the police budget by $8 million. Now, since all this started, when cops weren't allowed to go do anything in Minneapolis, if you look at this story, carjackings are up 331%. 160 cops have taken a leave of absence or quit. That's pretty strong. You know, murders are going to climb because there's no one to stop them. And with limited, but there's no way when you call 911 and you've got this many cops quitting or doing, they can't come help you.
And you can't be against the cops for quitting because, I mean, you know, you can only do so much when there's only so much of you left there, you know, so many people left there to handle the situations because, I mean, who would want to risk, especially if you got a family? I mean, even if you love being a cop and you love trying to take care of other people, you know, and that's your, you know, what you want to do, who's going to risk their life? And
I saw this, and this is meant in good intention, what I'm going to say, but it was a post that was made by the Sheriff's Department here in Lauderdale County where they had a couple of job listings, and it listed how much it paid, and all the comments were on there was, there's no way I'd come to work for that and get shot at. Why would anybody want to do that? Well, they love their job. And it is rough on what they make.
Yeah, they do not get paid enough.
No.
They should be paid double what they make. I'm sorry for risking their life. In this day and time, how things are, they should double their pay, I think. And I mean, there's a lot of things. Take away in some other areas of, you know, these people who are getting paid for sitting behind a desk and not
I respect you,
doing much.
and I don't want your job.
Yeah. I mean, and we're appreciative to y'all.
I'm not sure I'd be good at a ride-along.
I don't know that I'd want to be in a ride along.
Have you ever done the ride along?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty neat little experience to come along and see what they do.
Well, you know, I say I haven't done a ride along. My grandfather.
You rode in the back seat for a
my
little bit?
grandfather was a deputy sheriff years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. He was a deputy sheriff, and there was times where he had come pick me up.
Get called out.
And he'd get a call, and here we'd go, lights on, siren going, and I'm in the back seat going, oh my God, you know, we flying to the same. I don't know where we're going to. I was freaking out, but yeah.
Fun in Mississippi as a kid.
Yeah. Yep. Scanner was going all the time at the house.
But
too.
and they just do. They put their life on the line every time they go out, and then to cut this, it's. I feel for those guys. And speaking of this is where it's really getting bad. Portland now has another autonomous zone. Did I say that word correctly?
I think so.
I tried to say it really fast so nobody would notice, and then I called myself out.
Yeah, I think you said it right.
But they've got another park. They've secured their gun-toting, will not let cops in, and they've taken over another portion of the city. In a normal town, the cops or the National Guard would come in and disband that in a moment, take them down. But that's not happening there in Portland.
I can't imagine being a civil resident of that city.
Yeah.
Trying to just live my life and try to get from A to B somewhere in the town and feel safe at all. I mean,
There's
I would
a
just
list there that they got booby traps set up on this.
They need to call the National Guard in to clear that whole mess out, or the military or something. I mean, they need to do something. Miss Gail's cooking potato soup.
Is she?
That sounds so good. I love potato soup.
I'm sure glad she
My mother
invited
used to
us.
cook that all the time in the wintertime. Yeah, we need a bowl of that.
Yeah. I'm going to get Gail. As we continue with, let me see here. Let me go back to where I was, our next news story of what is happening this morning here. Massachusetts, I don't know if there's more to this than meets the eye, but when they do the vaccine in Massachusetts, they're going to start with the inmates first, and then they'll do the medical workers, then the elderly. I don't know if they're doing you hate to even say that, just like testing it on others before they.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe because that's such a close proximity of people, you know,
And it may be.
like they're just so, you know, and it's maybe rampant in the jails. I don't know. Because there's still workers in there too that have to deal with all that. So they're in there too, you know.
Wouldn't you hate to be quarantined with your cellmate? Ooh, boy.
Yeah, that would be awful.
I would not
Depending
be.
on who your cellmate is, I mean, too, that'd be bad.
What was it, Cletus, that song that he had years ago, My Cellmate Thinks I'm Sexy? Y'all remember that? Don't act like you don't.
Only Scotty Ray.
I can remember these things.
Go there.
And this will be remembered. It will not ever be put on the news, but this will go down as the biggest cover-up, one of the biggest cover-ups that the news media kept from America. They did not cover this story. You go to Twitter, you go to Facebook, they blocked it so the story couldn't get out there. And it turns out they all knew that he was under a federal investigation and would not report it.
Yeah. Everybody knows that. I mean, it's kind of like everybody knows there was a cover-up. Like, and look, is this not like a winner? Like, doesn't he look like a real winner?
Chicken dinner.
Great first family. I mean, you know, if they go in, so proud.
I'm afraid they are. I know
it's ridiculous.
You're
I'm
holding
sorry.
on. There's a lot
like,
of folks still holding on for that last minute hope, and I guess it could, but the most likely that's going to happen on January 20th.
Well, I'm still faithful that it's not, but you know, I will have to support whatever. You know, I'll have to.
Yeah, you're an
to
American.
deal with it. So, and I mean, you know, I just pray that things turn around. So I don't know.
Yeah, I do too.
We will see.
Well, as we look at New York, the issues that have just plagued New York, the restaurants shut down, the bars shut down, people aren't making a living, they couldn't go on the street. And now, you know, and it's been, what do you call it, the flight out of New York to other states to where people don't want to be there for taxes or whatnot. And now they're saying they're probably going to go ahead and raise taxes because they're coming up nearly $9 billion short. And so you think if you're there or a business, how you're going to be taxed, and they're not taking care of you.
Yeah. This Cuomo, I mean, he's just been hard to deal with, I would think. You know,
did I read something?
He and his brother.
They were looking at giving him some type of Grammy or award for his performance, or was that a joke?
I don't know. I don't know. I've not heard that. So.
I hope it was a joke, but I really read somewhere where they were going to give him an award for his performances of relaying that daily briefing.
I don't know. I don't think he's made very many people happy. I mean, the main thing to me is the nursing home deals, you know, where people have lost loved ones in nursing homes. That could have been avoided. I know that's happened everywhere, that people have lost loved ones in nursing homes. I mean, that's just one thing. But when you purposely put sick people somewhere like that, and it just rampantly spreads and people have lost their lives. Because, I mean, you know, a nursing home is a place where people have underlying health conditions.
Correct.
All over the place. So that was just a poor choice, I think, especially when they had other choices like the big the ship that was sent with the hospital beds that he just chose not to use because he thought he could, you know. And so I don't know.
Well, and it continues as you look at your next story. Ellen now has tested positive for COVID. They've shut down the show. Don't know how long it'll be shut down for. And there's still those rumors of things are not quite going so well on the Ellen set there after all that turmoil this summer.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens to her and where the show goes next. But,
well, I hope she's okay. I mean, I don't agree with everything she does, but I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish sickness on anybody. So
it's a rough sickness.
Right.
And I've said this before, and I don't know whether this is just an analogy of my own. Is there more to this COVID than they're still telling us? Do they know more things about it that they hadn't told you? And this airline thing that they've told employees makes you go, the Chinese are telling their flight attendants to wear diapers and not to use the bathroom that everybody uses, you know, like a public restroom, because they're afraid they'll catch the virus. So is this signaling you never to use a public restroom until this thing is over?
I mean, that's a big red flag right there. But that's kind of nasty, though, to me.
Instances where I guess you would have to run where you didn't have a choice. But
I think I would rather just take my chance and go use the bathroom and the toilet than I would wear a diaper. I'm sorry if I didn't have to. I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, there's some folks who would not be able to fit that diaper on underneath them jeans. I don't know if y'all been and looked and paid attention. They're so tight. I don't know how they could get it on.
I'd wear 5 masks and go to the bathroom before I would want to wear a diaper. But I mean, one day, you know, I mean, you don't ever know. But that's just crazy to me.
And that's
a crazy.
It's a speculation on my part. I don't know that means anything other than just out there, just saying. A bit of sad news on this. We only have one of these memorials in the United States anywhere, and it's in Idaho. It's the Diary of Anne Frank, the girl who ended up losing her life to the Nazis, and it was defaced, and they put this all over everywhere there. They put SWAT stickers all over it. They haven't caught anyone. You would think that there would be cameras there as well, but that was done. Hate that. Just bad stuff there. Now, let's talk about hen-pecked husbands. They're out there, folks. You know, where the wife has to make every decision or won't give him money, whatever the case is.
That's crazy to me.
But here's our story of the day, and some would say that this is a romantic. Do you find this romantic?
Yeah. No, I do not find it romantic at all.
But this lady,
I find it awkwardly, crazy.
He heads off to
weird.
work each day, and no matter what she makes him, and she's done this for 41 years, she takes a bite out of his sandwich or whatever it is to make him feel like they're having lunch together.
I'd just stick a picture of me in there or something.
I'd want part of my sandwich back.
I wouldn't want somebody biting off my sandwich. I don't want anybody drinking out of my drink.
So-
I don't want anybody messing with my things.
Messing with your food.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
very weird to
in
me.
Texas. She does that. I don't find it romantic at all. And
No, I mean, that's just weird to me.
so you hadn't started doing that for
That's
Kurt yet?
awkward. No, Kurt would think I was a nut, okay, if I did something like
I'm
that.
just asking.
That's gross, and I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Like I said, if I wanted him to feel like he was having lunch with me, I'd just stick a picture of me in there.
Picture and give him a call.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
FaceTime me while you're eating your sandwich.
Well, as we turn to the next, I'm not sure how this bet will turn out, but every now and then you have to man up, use your man card, and do a bet. And John Rich is not one to back down on most anything. I don't know if you've ever met him, but he's bet
I've watched him.
$10,000 that the Supreme Court is going to overturn the election to a journalist. 10 grand. That's pretty strong.
I know there's a lot of, Texas has put this lawsuit out
Yeah.
there, and something about they're trying
Mississippi
to.
has joined.
Have you heard that they're trying to, get away from the Union of the United States?
Talking about succeed.
Succeed, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't
You know,
mean
that
to like
happened, a few years ago. I think it was 1861
Well, it's-
that may have happened.
It said this morning that they were suggesting that they might try to do that. Yeah, it did. They did try to do it years ago. And,
Yeah.
But I don't know that would ever happen. But there's a lot of states who are hoping that it will be overturned, that this will be overturned.
Yeah, and it's 10 states joined them originally. Now it's more states that are jumping on the bandwagon with this.
Well, because they're saying that it was an unconstitutional thing that went on. I mean,
Yeah.
these states that changed stuff at the last minute, it wasn't done in the right format. It wasn't done in the right order that it should have been done, And so they're saying it was not legally done. But they said that a lot of times that the courts do not like to overturn the outcome of an election, but if it's unconstitutional and it's something
It's their duty to do it then.
right.
But it's always
Right.
been I'm just going to use 8 because I don't know this for sure, that election night, all votes have to be in by 8 p.m., like it's a cutoff. Nothing can be received after 8 p.m. And then there's just
Supposedly.
tons of this 3 days later.
Right. And all
And-
those ballots being drug out in the middle of the night or after everybody left. I mean, that's just, there's so much proof and they claim there's no proof. I don't understand it. But I mean, I do understand
Right.
that it's obvious that
Something went on.
something's being just overlooked on purpose.
It's just how much can they prove
I
to
know.
the Supreme Court, and we don't know that yet. So
Well-
John Rich is putting his money up and says it's going to happen, 10 grand.
Well, let's hope that he wins that bet.
There you go. So were you a big fan of Harrison Ford? Did you like Harrison Ford?
Yes, I
He's-
did.
He's been in a lot of shows that was good. What was the one where he was?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I
Well,
remember that. And then
the new movie that's coming out. There's going to be Indiana Jones 5. It's coming out in July of 2022.
And he's going to be the main character.
Yeah, he's
right?
main
Again.
character in it.
See, now I like that. I like that they've kept him as the main character. And I love the Indiana Jones movies. I like those.
They were all
Action.
good.
Yeah, they were good.
Was it the whip that you liked the most?
No, I I really though, I like the action, like it was kind of mystery and action and funny too. I mean, there was times where there was some funny parts in it. So
what was it, a couple of years ago that he crashed his private airplane, walked away from it? Harrison's pretty tough.
Yeah. But he and like there's all these actors like Harrison Ford and Kevin Costner. I think he's a great actor. All these other actors.
I like Denzel Washington. I think he's a great actor as well.
Yeah, I do. I like him too. But all those action movies and stuff, I like that. I just don't like scary stuff. I don't like it.
I'm not paying nobody to scare me.
Me either.
But
Give me a funny movie or an action-filled movie, and I'll be fine.
But there's a world of people that love that.
I know. I am not into the gruesome, scary, shoot 'em up, kill 'em. Mm-mm.
We're now sitting, as we turn to this, let's see here, 14 days from Christmas now, as we use our next scene from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
She can't comment on it yet. Y'all want to know why? She ain't watched the movie.
Okay, well, I'm going to watch it. Okay, Scotty Ray. I'm going to watch the movie.
Yeah. I hear you talking to you.
I am.
Let's take a moment and talk about our friends over at Graphics Guru. If you need anything done in time for Christmas, this is what they're going to be doing, wraps and all of this. This is one of the most popular things, the photo canvas. If you need a picture that keeps on giving from year-round, the most popular size is at 24 by 24, 24 by 36. Cost $100 plus tax. They can get it done if you go in now between now and Christmas by the 20th and tell them you heard about it here. You'll get 10% off. Pretty good.
That is good. These make a wonderful gift too, y'all. I mean, I've got a canvas of my grandfather had a store when he was younger, and it had like his name on the sign and everything. And I have that on a canvas, and I love it. I mean, that's something I cherish. You know, I love it. So, you can put anything on there.
Yeah, and any size. You don't have to get the big one there. If you want one a little smaller, they offer the 16 by 30 or the 8 by 10. Whichever way you want to go with that, they've got it for you there. Again, that's Graphics Guru here in Meridian. Call them at that number, or you can send them a message on Facebook, and they'll get it fixed for you. You can email everything. You don't even have to go.
Yes.
You can have counters made there with graphics. If you need your truck, your business done where it'll stand out, lettering, that's what they do, from big trucks to small trucks. And as they show these different businesses that have done this, they're one of the largest graphic suppliers to the carnival industry. They do a bunch with that. They also do trailer wraps as Snowbiz. They do those worldwide, all Snowbiz. Right here out of Meridian. That's a pretty big deal there.
Yes.
And as you look at this, Yates has used them, the Jumpstart Coffee, and then also one of the other big businesses that they do is taking care of wrecker services. They do all of that also. So if you need anything down to a business card, Graphics Guru is the place to go and see. They'll certainly help you out in a whole different kind of way there to make sure that you're taken care of.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
You know, one of the most exciting things that you ever come across is getting married and then, getting your next home, getting your first home.
Yes.
And if this is your first, second, it doesn't matter. They're going to help you at Buffington Mobile Homes, save you some money. The country lot where you save a lot. You can call them at 635-3180. It's a short drive over, only 30 minutes from Meridian out there to where they'll be. And to help you there in the Decatur area, they have many different floor plans to choose from. Go in, you can browse around, take a look at the homes that are spacious, your living rooms. You'll love all of this in these areas here. From your microwaves already built into the kitchens, they've got them there, and your dishwashers. Comes fully equipped with this. It's not going to cost you anything extra to have that.
Yes.
As you go through this, your deep dish sinks. What do you call those nozzles that you move around on the kitchen sink? It's a name.
I don't know, but I like those because they're real. I mean, you can pull them down and spray around your sink or
clean whatever you're working on there. It's handy.
Keep them away from the children, though.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, mine would be the one to have a water fight.
Oh, yeah. You can also get fireplaces in bedrooms, living rooms. If you need double sinks, one of the great things there with double mirrors and vanities and walk-in, you've got spacious bedrooms. We looked at one the other day. What 4 or 5 bedrooms?
I think it was 5 bedrooms. And like I said then, a lot of people that work from home and you need extra space for an office. I mean, that's ideal.
It is.
So.
Buffington Mobile Homes. Take a look at this. Of course, stainless steel. They can get you fixed up there with islands and different size living rooms, kitchens, garden tubs to give you exactly what you want. Financing is available, really low interest rates. Talk to them today. Let them tell you how affordable it is to get into a home. Buffington Mobile Homes, the country lot where you save a lot. Again, a short drive over to Decatur, about 30 minutes from Meridian, and they'll help you out. Now, today is Friday. The weekend is coming. What are we forgetting that we hadn't said?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything that we're forgetting, but I've got soccer this weekend again. We've got a game in Tupelo, West Lauderdale. We're going to be playing up there. So I hope the rain's cleared out by the time we go up there to play.
Well, it's supposed to be out by 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, so if you're planning your day. Today, again, the forecast calling for a quick look at it. We're going to be sunshine, a high of about 68 by late afternoon. 40% chance of rain overnight, should end by 8 a.m. with a 60% chance there, 70 tomorrow, and then 50% chance of rain on Sunday. So that's the outlook over the next few days there on the weather forecast.
So if you haven't gotten your Christmas shopping done, gear up and go out and be safe.
Yep.
Christmas shopping, be aware of your surroundings. You know, I'm always.
Yeah, you better be.
Yeah, you do, because it's so busy on the weekends, especially when everybody's out shopping. I mean, you have to be very aware. And
if it's one of those things, if you see something that looks suspicious, take a snapshot of it, so you'll, in case there was something kind of odd.
Right, and you know, a lot of times you'll go from store to store and leave your packages in the car, leave your bags in the car. Don't leave them in clear sight.
Oh yeah,
you can't help but leave them in the car, obviously. But if you have a trunk, put them in the trunk, because people will bust out your window to grab a bag. You know, around the holidays. It's
we've done that story not long ago to where somebody went in to eat and they left several things, and it was like $1,500 worth of stuff that was stolen.
Yeah, I can't stand a thief, but you know, they're out there every day, and just don't give them a reason to damage your car.
Yeah, I know.
Steal your things. So just put them out of clear sight.
You work hard for your money, and don't let somebody else take it from you.
Yes.
Again, we want to say thank you for dropping by, spending a few minutes with us. We do appreciate that. The weekend is here. We've had a wonderful time. Join us. We'll be back Monday morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning as well to give you a quick forecast update on Saturday and Sunday, as I always do. But we'll pick up Monday morning. Yes,
and don't forget what we said about the notifications. If you're not getting notifications about the show, saying that we're live or, you know, that there's a video that's been posted, go and make sure that you don't need to redo the settings on that, because something's kind of going on, because a lot of people are having the same problem, you know, with it. So.
Should be in the top right-hand corner after you click on the page is where I think it is. But make sure you got your notifications set up right. Again, thanks for being a part of it here with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by